closing it and snap.
All right, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
What did we go over yesterday?
Staying warm, having a survival kit.
Yes, keeping stuff in your truck to survive.
Being prepared.
Being prepared, yeah.
Make sure your cell phone's
Bring
are
extra
charged.
socks.
Make sure your cell phones are charged.
Carry phone charger with you.
Extra clothes, right? Making sure you guys are layering up as weather, or the temperature is getting really low out there. Alright, today we're gonna go over the haul call process. What's the first thing you should think of before you start, when you get to an account to
It's
service
safe to
them?
do it, service.
If it's safe to do it, yeah. Why is that?
This around this time, real slick. If it's a lot of hazards falling down or getting stuck, and that means downtime, and that means more following everybody else for this pickups and stuff like that.
Because what is safety to you guys?
They want more
A what?
core value.
A core value, yep.
Morning, John.
Morning, again.
So what's the process of the haul call process, when you decide whether or not it's safe to service that customer?
Category, what you think, is it safe?
If
Go
it's
in
not
there.
safe, so you're gonna start the haul call process.
Take a picture of it and call it in and let them know what the situation is.
Call dispatch, yep.
Call dispatch, let them know, and let them know that you did take a picture of why you can't go in there. Could be a big drift or something that, well, halfway through you're gonna get stuck.
And what should you do while you're waiting for dispatch to call the customer?
Sit there.
Go
talk to the customer?
Yeah, get out and see if you can't find somebody. Maybe there's somebody working that could push that snowbank away, and so you could service them while dispatch is trying to call them. So,
Well, it depends if you can even get in.
yeah.
There's a lot of situations, right? So
If you're-
it could be a block, it could be as simple as a car there. That's why you go in and talk to the customer. If you can, if, you're 2 miles away out in the rural area,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean, if there's a car in there, I just call dispatch right away and say, they got a vehicle blocking it, and I'll just sit there and wait.
You can go, you should be able to get out of your vehicle and go in and see if you can find someone to move that vehicle, instead of waiting.
What happens if we can't actually pick that stop up and it's a true hauler call? What has to happen?
Well, you still gotta take a picture of why you could not pick it up, and
Okay, after you're done with the hauler call completely, what has to happen in the future though?
Notify dispatch.
Okay, dispatch is gonna have to create what?
MS pickup.
Or an RC.
Or, yeah.
A recovery, they have to have a
Yeah.
recovery
Yeah.
plan now. So that's why it's important to make sure if we can service it. If we can't, then we have to have a good idea of when we can recover it. Otherwise, you guys have seen it several times, what happens when dispatch doesn't know who's gonna recover it?
Gets on your route when it's nowhere near where you're going.
It doesn't belong there, right?
Right.
And that's-
Today.
When there's a recovery like that, why doesn't dispatch let the route managers know, rather just dispatch it to somebody that is nowhere in the area? The route manager should know who is in the area or whenever. Doesn't that make sense?
That's a communication error.
Or I got a suggestion, some of these ones that are really dangerous and are miles and miles of narrow road, why doesn't dispatch call the customer and ask them if their property is cleaned out and is safe, get a truck in, turn it around and get back out?
I have had
Rather-
dispatch call up and, well, the bus made it in.
There's the same old story. Well, the bus made it, we made it with a pickup.
Yeah, we made it with a pickup, made it with a bus. I'm not driving either one of them. And I've been stuck more times being told, well, the bus driver made it in. I don't care, I'm not a bus driver.
I mean, that's what we run into, is you can't get turned around and squared up the can, so then you're backing out like crazy, taking the chance of sliding off the road.
You see, dispatch is several hundred miles away, they have no idea what the situation looks like, or call center or whatever.
That's the indication there,
Yeah.
they should be getting a hold of us to.
Well, if they preach communication, shouldn't we practice communication?
I agree, yeah.
Well, that's the case, and I think you gotta understand when it's a blizzard or something like that, there's thousands of people that.
I know, I
So
know,
there's no way you're gonna call every single
that I
customer.
understand.
If it's a one-off, yes, they should be calling the route manager.
So, because they have more of a concept of what's going on than
Well, they know the
somebody.
area.
Yeah.
That's right. Whether they got GPS, whether they have maps and they can look, the
But
bottom
should-
line is, they should just check here
But
first.
shouldn't you practice the communication instead of just preaching?
That's right. And a lot of them are new, et cetera, they make mistakes, just like we do.
I know.
We can't do a hauler call properly half the time.
Well, I
It's the
under-
same thing.
I understand this dispatcher, they're covering an area up here and it's storming in half the upper United States, you know. It's gotta be a rat race.
Yeah.
That I understand,
So,
but anyway.
anyways, okay, so what else does the hauling call process prevent? Or is,
Customer dissatisfaction, if we got blown up.
yeah, it gives them a reason why we're moving service. All right, what are the takeaways for today, guys?
All
See
the
if you can't,
procedures.
yeah, see if you can't service it, and if you can't, make some kind of effort to get them serviced. And if you can't, then you take the pictures, dispatch, and everybody know that this is why you cannot service them.
So, and this is kind of a caveat to it, but several of our routes have stops that aren't in the area, right? So what do we do with those?
Yeah, we gotta break off from the route and see if we can get them or something.
If it's something that is 30 miles away, you're gonna call dispatch, and you're gonna tell them, this is the day that I'm in that area.
Yeah,
This is when the RCM needs to occur.
Or what if there's somebody else's pickup, so like I wouldn't know, like today I got a bunch on there that they're all foreign to me.
Then it shows who the last person to pick it up was. That's another thing, is it has a lot of information on there that you can actually use.
So I
to
should be
track
calling in
business.
on all those today?
Yep,
Okay.
unless they're in your area.
No, they're- It's all over in Hanover and,
Yep. And you're not in that area.
no,
Tomorrow you are,
tomorrow I am.
so.
All right, guys, let's have a safe day.
Have a good day.
Don't forget, Century Avenue is closed today.
9 o'clock.
From 9 to 4.